have a simple lunch idea. This is my weekly meal prep for myself. This is a great lunch for someone who is trying to be more health conscious, as well as trying to either maintain a fitness plan or to lose weight. So what I have here is diced up eggs. And I'm going to be making egg salad, and I'll get to that in just a minute. So in the place of crackers, I actually use cucumbers, and I just pretty much dip my, dip it into the egg salad mixture, and it works out perfectly, believe it or not. And then I have baby carrots, and then I have actually replaced my peanut butter with this almond butter. I'm going to be trying that out for the first time. So I want to show you how to make my egg salad. It's very simple and it's very tasty. This is not one of your normal egg salad recipes. It's very simple, very tasty. So what I do is I use this Zatarain's Creole seasoning, and I use ground black pepper. And so I just kind of eyeball it, really. I don't put a whole lot because this does actually have sodium in it. And just a little bit of pepper, very little bit of pepper. And then I put probably about 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise. And this is actually light mayonnaise. I'm not particular about the brand. But I do make sure that I get the light mayonnaise. And then I'll just stir this up, and I will put it in, my containers. And this will be already ready for me in the morning. I'll just grab one out and I'm good to go. So I will also be having some fruit on the side. I have some nectarines, and I have some apples, and I also have prepared some fruit salad as well. So I'll have that as one of my sides. So today I'm going to be showing you how I keep my produce fresh and how I clean it. So I went to the grocery store today and I purchased some strawberries. I have some blueberries. I have some grapes, and I have some nectarines. And then I also purchased some apples, which I have already placed them in my strainer here, and I've already rinsed them. So pretty much what I'll do from that point is I'll take a rag, and this is actually like a dish towel actually. And what I'll do, it's going to be hard. I won't be able to exactly show you because I have to hold the camera with one hand, but I pour a little bit of vinegar on my rag. And then from there, I wash each apple off, and that's it as far as the cleaning process for my apples. Now for my berries and for my grapes, what I'll do is I will pour some of my vinegar in here, and then I will fill the rest of it with water, and I'll let it soak for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then from that point, I'll just strain the water off, and I'll slice my strawberries. Now with my blueberries, what I do with that is I actually clean out the container that it came in. And I think I got this tip from another YouTuber, but I clean out this really good. And once my blueberries are clean, I'll go through here with a paper towel, and I'll try to dry them off as much as I can. And then I'll actually store it back in that same container that they came in so that they could breathe. And this so far has been really working for me as far as keeping my blueberries fresh. And then with my grapes, what I actually do for those is I pull them off, and then I will put them in the bowl and follow that process with my vinegar and the water. And with the nectarines, I will just rinse and wipe those off with vinegar the same way that I do my apples. So this pretty much is how I keep my fruit, how I clean them, and how I, keep them fresh for as long as I can. Now with my lettuce, what I'll do with that is I will put it in a Ziploc bag and I'll put a paper towel down in there with it. And I pretty much change that paper towel out daily in order to keep that moisture out. And the biggest thing with that, with lettuce as well, is just to make sure you go ahead and eat it as soon as possible. So if I purchase lettuce, then I'll try to make sure that I have a salad for my lunch, and as well as maybe a side salad with some of my meals, so that we could go ahead and finish off that lettuce. Now I have a question here for some of my viewers. I want to know how you keep your sweet potatoes fresh. If you have any tips or suggestions for storing, please let me know. So far I've been keeping them on my table of all places, and they have been staying fresh, but I know all the literature and the research says that you should keep them in a dark place. And when I have tried that here, my potatoes, not my sweet potatoes, but my regular potatoes, have gone bad in my little cabinet down here, my little roundabout. So if you have any tips or suggestions for me on how to store potatoes, I would greatly appreciate it. And I also want to give you this tip too while I have you here. With my onions, since it's just me and my husband, we don't eat a lot of onions with our particular meals. So what I'll do, now actually here lately I've been making my own chicken stock, and this is what has been helping me to use up my onions. But in the past, before making my own chicken stock, what I would do is go ahead and dice up each onion and place them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. And then whenever you have a meal that needs onions, I would use them, out of that Ziploc bag, and you would always have some onions on stock. So that's my suggestion for, using up your onions. And for garlic, this is all going to be used when I make my chicken stock. So other than that, I keep minced garlic in my refrigerator for meals that require garlic. So my fruit is washed and cleaned and ready to be eaten. And I also made a simple fruit salad, which I'm getting ready to place in these individual containers. And this will be just an extra snack or a side with our lunches. My husband this week is having deli sandwiches, and I will be having egg salad and tuna salad with baby carrots and almond butter. And so I'll just take this as my fruit for that meal. And this is the final product of my fruit salad containers. I'll put the lids on them and I'll go ahead and put them in the fridge.